Hey guys, so you clicked on this video because you want to find out how to save thousands on your workers' compensation and general liability policy. Let's get started. Hey, just a little bit about myself before we get started. My name is Blenkinsopp, the owner of a company called Digital Roofing Innovations. I'm a licensed general contractor and roofing contractor in over 9 states. I'm also a U.S. military veteran. Okay, so now you know I am not an insurance salesman. I am not someone on the insurance side. All I am is another contractor trying to help you save some money from the lessons I learned when I first started my company. So we've been in business over 5 years. And when we first started, we were just a residential roofing company. That's what we started off doing. And in our first year of business, we actually really took it on the chin at the end of year 1 because a lot of the subs we hired, we thought they had their own workers' comp, we thought they had their own general liability, but we didn't do a good job at checking. At the end of the year, we had a $30,000 general liability bill that we were not expecting. And then we had like another 10 or 15,000 on workers' comp, which almost ate up all of our profit that we'd made the entire year. Now, year 2, we got a little bit smarter. We started making sure that all of our subcontractors had their own workers' comp policy and they had their own general liability before we hired them. So that was a big lesson learned that we had in our first year. So you want to make sure that you do that first, is make sure anyone that you hire and that you subcontract to has their own general liability and workers' comp. Okay, so after year 2, we started doing bigger jobs. We started winning jobs, doing commercial work. We started doing a lot of apartment complexes, but we were still just getting killed with our workers' comp and our general liability. I remember one year particularly, I had a salesman who did nothing but sales. He did not do any roof work. He didn't hardly ever climb up on a roof. Hell, he had a drone. We made it clear to all of our salesmen that they were not supposed to be climbing up on roofs. But guess what? At the end of the year, when we got audited by workers' comp, 2 of our salesmen, they tried to tell us were roofers, and we had to pay thousands even though we battled back and forth with them about that policy. Now, workers' comp is an enigma. We still haven't figured it out over 5 years in business. We've done a pretty good job now of mitigating some of our losses and making sure they don't try to take more than what they're supposed to. But I'm going to give you a full-fledged plan on how to cut down on a lot of your workers' comp and general liability. Now, if you've ever had that happen to you before, you know that sucks. But if you know in the insurance game, general liability and workers' comp for roofing is the highest out of all of it. So here's the secret. Don't tell anybody you're a roofing contractor. You're not a roofing company. If you're out selling your own jobs and you're out going and doing any work, you are a prime or a general contractor. You're doing construction management. Unless you have your own guys that are on W-2 doing all the roofing yourself, if you're hiring subcontractors, you are a general contractor. Now, you might specifically be doing roofing work, but you do not need to tell your insurance company that you're just a roofing contractor. Now, this isn't illegal, you're not doing anything wrong, but this is what I recommend doing. First off, quit referring to yourself as just a roofing contractor. Refer to yourself as a general contractor and you happen to do some roofing work. Even if most of your jobs are roofing jobs, and we'll get into that here in the second part. First thing you do, again, quit calling yourself a roofing contractor. Now, if you have roofing in your name, I understand that's part of your business. What I would do is, even if you have roofing in your name, I would go to your website and have your website highlight some of the other things that you do on a job. If you do just roofing, I'm sure that over time you've done some painting, you've done some interior remodeling, even if it's just going in and fixing some of the drywall or spots on the ceiling. If you had to hire other people to do it, you're doing stuff other than roofing. If you've had to do any gutter work, if you've had to fix any windows, make sure you highlight that on your website where it doesn't look like you just do roofing. Now, if you want to go ahead and pay the high premiums of roofing work, which is the highest out of any other trade, go ahead. But this is a way to save some money and your just overhead of your business on your workers' comp and general liability. So again, your Facebook page, any social media that you have, your website, start putting that you do other trades outside of just roofing. That will help you make an argument to your insurance company and your workers' comp that you are a true general contractor. Now, the second secret and second part of this is you actually got to start doing some of the work. You can't do 100% roofing work and then say you do all the other stuff. And this guy's been mowing his yard for 30 minutes, by the way. You have to make sure that you're doing some other types of work. Now, I'm actually in Gorham, New Hampshire, and this project's for the National Forest Service. Now, when I saw this particular project, it wasn't really big. There was a few other buildings we're doing other than just this one. But on this particular project, we're gonna be doing roofing, we're gonna be doing painting, we're gonna be installing 2 different oil storage tanks. We're gonna be installing a handrail. We're gonna be installing lights into this building, and just a couple other odds and ends stuff, just some general construction stuff on this. It's not a very big contract. I think it was just over $100,000, but it's 3 different buildings that I'm getting to do work other than just roofing, even though majority of this project is the roofing. Now, on this building in particular, we're going to be replacing this roof. We're going to be repointing the chimney, a different trade. We're going to be installing light fixtures inside. Actually, we're going to be putting in 4K LED light strips inside with new lights, a different trade because we're going to be doing electrical work. And then we're going to be repainting the outside of the building. So we're going to be hiring a painting contractor. It's a 3rd trade. And then we're going to be actually installing a small little handrail up the side for our 4th trade. Now, by doing all these different trades, when we go to our insurance company and we start talking about our workers' comp, we make an argument that we do other trades, because we do. So I specifically look for projects that, yeah, it might primarily be roofing, but I want to be able to do some other contracts too, so we can save thousands on our general liability and our workers' comp. We recently won a really large flooring job that we were just as excited about winning the flooring project for the profits as we were to be able to show to our insurance company and our workers' comp people that we're doing stuff, we're a real general contractor. Well guys, I hope that was helpful information. I know for us, it was huge for our business once we could start saving a lot of money on our general liability and workers' comp, and then not getting those big surprises in the end of the year. I can't tell you how many times we finished our year where we thought we were having great profits just to get a big bill at the end of the year and then sit there and argue with the workers' comp and general liability people trying to get extra money from us. It's very, very frustrating. It kills your cash flow, it kills your profits, and a lot of times it helps you or hurts you from being able to recruit talent because you can't hire better people because, well, you don't have the money to do it. So I hope this helps. Remember, I'm not asking you to do or telling you to do anything illegal or do anything wrong. I'm telling you that by you being a roofing contractor, you're in the highest classification for both your workers' comp and your general liability. That could maybe cause your rates to be a little bit higher than what they could be. When I say a little bit higher, we're talking about thousands of dollars. Well guys, I'm always interested to hear comments or questions that you have, so please drop those below. If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to us, here's an official invitation to subscribe to Digital Roofing Innovations. And as always, at Digital Roofing Innovations, we believe in using a modern approach with traditional values. Have a great day.